Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today we're discussing a 2018 update to what was undoubtedly the Cartier of the 2000s. Back in the 2000s, this watch, the Ballon Bleu, debuted back in 2006 and quickly became 1/4 of all Cartier watches sold. It was an international phenomenon, and today you can see why the watch built up such a legendary history and loyal following. A timepiece that's easy to wear, even its larger iterations, being remarkably compact lug-to-lug as this stainless steel 42mm blue Guilloche dial model is. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference, and though the watch is a 42, I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, because this watch only spans, are you ready for this? 44 millimeters from lug to lug. That's like a 36 millimeter Rolex Datejust, and this is a 42. It's not a thick watch. It's a remarkably domed, smoothed pebble shape. It's like something you would expect to find in a stream. 13 millimeters thick, but it's the shape that really dictates how this is going to fit underneath the cuff. Absolutely any sleeve, no matter how tight, can ramp up over that edge. You can also see that the watch, though a 42, is nicely proportional. On my wrist, it wears almost as though it were lugless. The strap itself, and you can see, I'm going to grab the strap and demonstrate the junction, has a proprietary meeting with the profile of the lug. So that proprietary junction and interface means you're going to be using a Cartier strap. This is a lovely piece. It's lightly bolstered. It's got a little bit of volume at the center. It's a sort of medium blue with a monotone stitch and a folded edge. You can see it's a Cartier factory strap, probably made by Camille Fournet, as it's a French OEM Cartier factory strap. I believe Camille Fournet makes the OEM straps for Vacheron, Cartier, and Jaeger-LeCoultre. The buckle is a long-running Cartier piece, but you might not believe how long-running. The very first Cartier deployant clasp, the first deployant clasp ever designed for a wristwatch, was designed by Louis Cartier in 1909, and thusly is the present deployant derived. It's stainless steel, just like the case, and as you can see, it actually crimps both ends of the strap, so there's no need to include apertures to be perforated. Once it crimps, it holds, and so it's a very clean look that is friction fit, because this is a dress watch, and there are no minder loops, there's no excess length visible once you've sized it down, so it's a very clean look, and that in large part down to a clasp design that's older than my great-grandparents. You can see that it is a relatively thin strap, and it's a relatively slim watch. It has a very distinctly pebble-like shape, and it's pretty much symmetrical from top to bottom, with the back being domed and the top being domed. It's polished on its flank. You can see it's satin finished on its underside. The lugs, the bezel, all heavily polished, and a slight lip that kicks up, abutting the sapphire. The namesake of the Ballon Bleu, the oversized blue spindle sitting underneath a sort of sheath. It's not a crown guard, because this isn't a sports watch, but the sheath surrounding that domed blue sapphire spindle, and you can see it's a almost ovoid shaped crown. This is an automatic winding watch, so fortunately you won't have to use the crown too often. You can see the case back, vertical satin finish, reserved compared to the dial, which is sensational. You can see that it is a blue guilloche cut, and it features lovely metallic applique stylized Roman numerals. The Roman numerals here are very much like the thin applique numerals on the 2019 blue gradient dial Santos, though this is not a gradient dial. This features a billowing guilloche pattern that radiates out from the center. You can see there is a modified minutes and seconds track inboard that flows around the ovoid date with a monotone blue date disc, and there are broadsword style hands for the minutes and the hours. They are faceted and polished, and then there's a counterweighted lancet style seconds hand. Inside the case, ETA 2892A2. It's a very thin, fine, and tough 42-hour automatic with stop seconds and a quick set date. 21 joules, beating away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. And the Ballon Bleu, again, emphatically not a sports watch, though it does have a little bit of a sporty vibe about it. 30 meters water resistant. You can see perhaps the most appealing version of the Ballon Bleu in a universal case size in stainless steel on our website, thewatchbox.com.